from the Efficiency Group, and we specialise in ozone solutions in the laundry, farming and hygiene sector. Today I want to introduce you to one of our new products. We have 5 new products in range, and this one will do cars, vehicles, lorries, rooms, homes, offices, anything that's got an airspace or a surface that needs sanitising, it will do. Okay? And as you can see, it's a nice compact system, and it's got lots of advantages over other systems. If you could compare this to a fogging system, that is water mixed with a chlorine that is a corrosive, and what that does, it's sprayed into the air, it lands on your surfaces, it can damage the surfaces, and what it does, it leaves marks and smears behind. Ozone is a dry air system, so it changes the air that we breathe into an ozone gas. The ozone gas then sterilises the room, and once it's done its job, it turns back into oxygen, so there's no chemicals or harmful gases or anything used in the process. On top of that, not only will it sterilise the surfaces and the air we breathe, it will sterilise it underneath the table. The air will get inside the keyboards and sterilise inside your keyboards. It will do your monitors and everywhere else that needs sterilising. Yeah? This is a super advantage that other things can't do. They rely on gravity pulling down their system, a chemical or water, wherever it might be, and it lies on the surface. That leaves a damp room, a damp surface, and sometimes it can be up to a whole day without being able to get back in the room. Now with this machine here, being our large room sanitiser, it will do up to 150 square metres. This 150 square metre machine will sterilise a room to that size in 2 hours. It is then left for an hour to off gas, and once that's done, the room is free and easy to be used. So if a member was to come in and sterilise this room at 4 o'clock in the morning, before classes or anything else like this IT room would be, it could be used. As you can see, it is a nice compact little box. It's easy to lift. It has one power lead in that's connected to a standard plug, and it's quite easy to set up. For demonstration purposes, we're inside the room, but this normally will go on outside the room, which I will show you later. What you would need to make this effective is the machine itself, a fan of some sort to move the air around. Ozone is actually slightly heavier than air, so it's a good thing to move the air around and get complete sanitation. In the same extension lead, with standard plug, you can plug your fan in. You've got 2 pipes for connection. Those actually go into the front of the machine. And on here we have a timing plug that runs for 2 hours. You literally press the button to do a 2-hour sanitation in a large room. This will do things. It will set the machine working, as you can probably hear, and the fan isolated. By leaving this as it is inside a room, this will actually get you the sanitation. This machine here will do up to 150 square metres in a 2-hour period, with 1 hour dissipation of the gases. We also recommend at the same time that you have a barrier. This is just to close off the machine for when it's in a corridor. Hiya, it's Graham again from the Efficiency Group. I thought I'd take the opportunity just to show you how simple it is to sanitise a room with one of our large room sanitisers. As you can see behind me, we've got a lecture room that's not been long used, and basically there might be some bacteria and viruses in there that need killing, so we're going to do a simple, quick clean. Okay? The equipment we had earlier on is set out ready to be used, and we'll show you how that's done. To start with, we'll just put a simple extension lead into the socket, and we'll move that to near the door. We then have the fan, and what we do with that fan is put that inside the room. On the previous video, if you remember, what we're trying to do is get the air movement going through the room so we get a full sanitation. We then plug in the fan, that's ready to be used, and then get the ozone machine. As you can see, nice, light, compact. You've got your pipes there for connecting to the pipes of the fan, and it's as simple as placing that near the door, plugging it in, and connecting the pipes. Once this is done, the door can be closed. And what we'll do, we'll put a barrier around everything to ensure that it's safe and compliant. Once we're sure everything's safe and compliant, what we do, on the timing switch that we've gone through before, we access the point for the 2-hour sanitation. We'll leave that. There's a sign on the door to say do not enter. So you're fully compliant with the HSE, and we're able to leave the room and come back in 2 hours' time. Hiya, Graham again for the final part of showing how the sanitation system works. As you can see, we're outside the room. The machine has turned itself off because you can now hear it runging. The fan's not moving, and basically we've got to make sure it's safe to enter. So if this was an overnight, you'd have had hours and hours of it in the room to dissipate. So it would be a literal simple check to see if, make sure there's no ozone there, but you'd be guaranteed it wouldn't be. The other thing you need to do is be like I've done now. Today I've gone off, I've done 2 hours of sterilisation, and I've left the room for an hour to dissipate. So while I've gone and done the jobs, I've now come back to see if the room's safe for people to enter. So to do that, it can be quite simple. We'll remove the barrier. Move that out of the way. You can see the monitor itself. It shows you this green. That means we're in a safe area to be in now. Here's my pass. And what I'm doing is putting there just to make sure that the air inside's safe. At this point here, I expect it to be safe, but this is just a precaution matter, just to ensure that all the safety protocols are done. As you can see, the air now is, I'm quite happy the air's safe, and it's safe to walk in. And as you can see, I'm inside the room. You won't be able to smell, but it smells fresh and clean, and the air itself is safe for us to use.